All right, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Thank you all for coming tonight. Now, Reverend Mother wanted me to remind you all to turn off your cell phones, keep the aisles clear, and refrain from photography of any kind. So, during our little show, the only way you should receive a phone call is via immaculate reception. Otherwise, Reverend Mother will be very angry with you. But Reverend Mother is on her way out here, so I thought maybe you would all do me a big favor and help put her in a good mood. Because believe me, there is nothing worse than a crabby Reverend Mother. What I'd like you to do is, when she arrives, stand up and do the Mount St. Helens cheer. Oh, they don't know what that is. Okay, the Mount St. Helens cheer goes like this. You think you can do that? Let's give it a little practice from this side first. Okay, on the count of 3, butts out of the seat. 1, 2, 3. Very nice, very nice. All right, you think you can do better? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so when she comes in, I need you to do that. She'll love it, trust me. Are there any whistlers here tonight?
Here she is, folks. Our own Reverend Mother, Sister Mary Regina.
Come on. You don't.
I'm so glad you all came. Oh, so nice to see you. Oh my goodness. This'll just take a minute. I don't know why somebody didn't take care of this before. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Are we ready to begin?
Reverend Mother, where is Sister Amnesia?
Sister Amnesia? Sister Amnesia. Come on out, dear. Come on out. Come on out. They're all friends, my dear. Come on. Right this way. Yes. It's going to be such fun. You said right next to her, Mr. Leo there. She's just a little bit nervous. She's a big mess is what she is. All right, are we ready to start now? May I have some light, please? Over here, right in the middle. Honey, follow my voice. No, this way. This way. Okay. Follow my voice. Oh, all right, thank you. All right, that's Sister Mary Myopia. She's our archery instructor. Brings back memories, huh? We've raised them well, Hubert. Good evening, friends. On behalf of the Little Sisters of Hoboken, I'd like to say welcome to the theater at the Mount St. Helens School. And I'd also like to express our gratitude to each and every one of you for coming here tonight to help us with all of our fundraising activities. Now, before we get started, what I'd like to do is explain something that could be a little bit of confusion for you about the set here. You see, our 8th graders are doing the musical Vaseline.
No. It's Grease.
What?
It's Grease.
What?
Grease. Grease.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Grease. Oh no. Well, anyway, we promised the children that we wouldn't disturb their handiwork during our benefit. So things might seem a little incongruous at times. Now, we have a wonderful opening number for you. But before we get started with the festivities, let us ask the Lord to bless our endeavors. Sister, if you will. fundraiser is all about. We've had a small disaster back at the convent. You see, a short time ago, our cook, Sister Julia, child of God, served some fishy swa soup, and nearly every sister died instantly of botulism.
It was kind of like the Last Supper. Just a little convent humor.
Why, we wouldn't be here tonight if it hadn't been for the fact that we were out playing bingo with some Marinols. What a bunch of cutthroats they turned out to be, huh?
I still say their Reverend Mother cheated when she didn't call B-15. I know we had it, and then she
Calm
just
down,
went...
sister. Calm down. The point is that when we returned to the convent, 52 of our sisters lay face down in that soup.
Now, we had no idea what to do, so we all began praying for guidance.
Then I had a vision. It was either St. Catherine of Siena or St. Thomas Aquinas in drag. Anyway, I was instructed to use our own Sister Mary Cardelia as a model and to start a greeting card company to raise funds. Well, of course I did, and it was a huge success.
So we took the money and we buried 48 of the 52 dead sisters. And then, Reverend Mother decided to buy a DVD player for the convent. Personally, I would have buried all the sisters before buying a DVD player, but as Mistress of Novices, I am only number 2. And one tries hard not to question Reverend Mother.
And one will try harder
In the future.
That's right, dear. Now, the important thing here is that we had to put those last 4 sisters in the freezer.
And Sister Julia, child of God, she's having a fit about that.
So, that's why we're putting on this little show tonight. We have to raise the money to bury those last 4 dead sisters.
But before we begin, you know, it's really true that if they didn't die, we wouldn't have to bury them, and then there wouldn't be this little show in the first place.
But they did, we have to, and there is, so there you are. So about a week ago, I held tryouts for our little show tonight, and I chose those sisters whom I thought were the very best of what's left of us, and asked each of them to prepare something that best described their talent.
But first, we thought you might be interested in some of the history of the Little Sisters of Hoboken, and that is what this next song is all about.
You see, we started out running a leper colony. Oh, I know that sounds distasteful, but all of the good causes were taken. So, what... Did you have a nice trip, dear? Good. As I was saying, well, if I tell you the whole story, you won't enjoy the song. So, what do you say we just do it?
5, 6.
going?
I was just going with her.
Uh-huh. But aren't you in charge of the quiz?
I forgot.
Reverend Mother, I just can't seem to get through to her.
I know. I keep hoping if she remembers who she is, we'll find out she belongs to the Franciscans.
Now, Sister Amnesia, try to remember what I teach at the novitiate. Gentle, but firm.
Gentle, but firm. This huge plaque with the pictures of the 12 apostles pasted on it. And I always know when the big hand is on the John and the little hand is on the Peter, it's time for the sisters to go down on their knees and pray. Now it's time for that quiz that Reverend Mother warned you about. These are the questions that you should know the answers to if you were paying attention to that last song. Can I have some lights, please? Thank you, Sister Myopia. Now, if you know the answer, just raise your hand, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. All right. Question number 1. The leper colony was established on an island south of... How about you raise your hands? Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance. Same question. If you know the answer, raise your hand. The leper colony was established on an island south of... You in the orange. Very good. I have a prize for you. Would you know the answer if everybody had already screamed it out? Yeah, I think he's seen this show before. So I have a prize for you. It's a genuine St. Christopher accident motorist card. It says, I'm a Catholic. In case of an accident, please call a priest. Are you Catholic? Yes. He's not sure what he is right now. So you're a Catholic, so you don't have to scratch anything out. Oh. I should probably tell you that St. Christopher is no longer a saint. He must have had an accident or something. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of those at a huge discount, so Reverend Mother wanted me to push him off. Okay, question number 2. This one's a little bit harder. I hope you were paying attention. Why did the sisters leave the leper colony? Why did the sisters leave the leper colony? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Are you raising your hand? I can't tell. Anybody?
They lost the race to the prostitutes. I mean,
We got a crowd in the house, folks. So even though that was pretty pathetic, I still have a prize. It is a St. Francis of Assisi trading card. You know, I used to think St. Francis was a sissy. He's not. Okay, how many Catholics do I have here tonight? You're a Catholic. Here is a prize for you just for being Catholic. I bet you never thought it would pay off. Okay, I have one more question here that Sister Hubert wanted me to ask. Do you think it was wrong for Reverend Mother to buy a DVD player before all of the sisters were married?
That's enough for the questionnaire. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present Sister Mary Leo doing her interpretation of Morning at the Convent. Sister?
I wake up all weary
Benedicite.
Dominus, thank God we can't speak to each other. I'm not in the mood to be cheery. Put on the tunic and scapular, then the wimple. Look in the mirror, the gimp and the veil complete the nun's couture. At an ungodly hour, the bell in the tower signals a warning. We've made it through one more night. It's time to greet a new morning. But before I go downstairs, I clear my head of woes and cares by dancing my way through my morning prayers. Dancing is the way I pray. I can have a perfect day if I start off with a tourgette. So if you wake up feeling blah, try my proven formula. Point your toes and clean once each day.
Sister Mary Leo, that was just wonderful. I wish I could dance like you do.
Well, you could see a lot more, but Reverend Mother won't let me wear a tutu.
Now you know how the Reverend Mother feels about the traditional habits.
I know. If God had wanted everyone to look like people,
He wouldn't have invented nuns. That's right.
But when I entered the convent, I planned to dedicate my life to God through dance. If I can't wear a tutu, I'll never become a famous ballerina.
Sister Mary Leo, have we forgotten about humility? I've always taught the novices that God is on their side when they're looking for the strength to avoid the sin of pride.
I know that being humble is a virtue we hold dear, but how can I be humble and advance in my career?
Sister Mary Leo, your vocation is your career. Would you excuse me for a moment? Sister, I'd like to say something before this goes any further. You see, I have wanted to be a nun ever since I was a little girl. My dream was to enter the convent, work my way up to Mother Superior, and turn the Little Sisters of Hoboken into the Big Sisters of Newark. Well, the first lesson I had to learn upon entering the convent was that we do not strive for position, just perfection. And besides, she who exalts herself shall be humbled, and she who humbles herself shall be exalted. Reverend Mother is the boss, and so I must obey. But as mistress of the novices, I shine in my own way.
You mean if I'm really humble, I can have a shot? Had a bit of exaltation with my simple lot.
You got it, kid, the biggest and the best. Very often we're impressed by a tiny diamond ship that's to outshine all the rest. So pay attention now, here's what you must do. Don't demand the spotlight, let the spotlight come to you.
some respect.
Ah, cool your jets, Rev. Listen, I've got another little surprise for you.
Another surprise?
Yeah. I realized when you arranged the program for tonight, you hadn't included a solo for me. So I've been working on a special song, and I thought you could find a spot for it in the show. Listen to this. When I became a nun at a very early age, I had to choose between the convent and the
Sister! You are the understudy. Do you realize what a great honor and responsibility that is? Why, you must be ready at a moment's notice should an emergency arise. Take me, for example. I'm Mother Superior, not a musical comedy star.
I realized that from the opening number. Listen, I don't need to sound ungrateful, but I'd rather have a spot that is just for Robert Ann. I'm not asking for a lot. The understudy never shines until the star is ill. Then the crowd is hostile, the star's not on the bill.
Sister, I don't think we should be discussing this in front of the audience.
Playing second fiddle positively means his kid will never get a moment on the stage alone. Even God forbid if something happened and you did get sick.
Yes?
An understudy part is not my own.
Sister.
I've been reading up on being an understudy, and believe me, it is not encouraging at all. Here, read this. Who here knows that Dudley Levi's also baby off the wall? Carol Channing wasn't sick, so baby wasn't cold. This girl Lenore Nemitz has it on her resume that she understudied everyone, and where is she today?
But there's Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, no, Shirley doesn't count. That was just bizarre. Carol Channing breaks a leg, and Shirley is a star. But that's about as rare as Lemon turning down at Schwab's. It's a miracle when understudies get the starring jobs.
Well, then I think I'd start praying if I were you.
Yeah, for what?
A miracle.
Oh, give me a break. Playing second fiddle positively means his he'll never get a lead, 'cause everybody knows we're the understudy Merman as the gypsy mama permanently ended up as second-hand roles.
Reverend Mother, I'm ready!
Oh, I have to get Amnesia ready for her number. Now, we'll discuss this later.
Amnesia, but my number's ready to go.
No!
I gotta figure out a way to get a solo spot so I can prove to Reverend Mother what it takes like guts. Maybe then she'll understand this feeling in my soul that I deserve a leading role.
You know, in some ways, I feel personally responsible for the predicament that has brought us all together tonight. You see, Julia never really got a handle on her vocation. Why, just a week ago, we had the Monsignor over for dinner, and I asked Julia to fix something a little extra special. Well, a few minutes later, I walk into the kitchen, and she's putting up the ironing board. Well, I says, Julia, what the hell are you doing? And she says, I'm making pressed duck. Then she asked me, how do you get down off a duck? Well, I said, how did you get up there in the first place? Come on, folks, it's not easy. We started out with 71 members in our order, and now, thanks to Julia, we're down to 19. So I thought if you do a little...
Reverend Mother, I thought I was supposed to do this part.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, dear. I did promise Sister Amnesia here that she could do this part. Go right ahead, dear. Go on. And I have more Hubert.
Hello! My name is Sister Mary. For a minute there, I thought I remembered my real name. Anyway, I'm here to tell you what being a nun means to me. Can you hear me in the back? Well, Reverend Mother is just certain if I give a good talk today,
Get real, will ya? Hit it, sweetheart! There is simple with the whistle you learn. You get instant respect that you don't have to earn. And you learn up in line without waiting your turn. The virtues like patience are not our concern.
Sister, I thought virtue was always our concern. Think about your soul vows. There are three we must espouse: poverty, chastity, and obedience. No!
What the hell are you trying to do? Make me go deaf?
Oh, now, sister, don't be silly. You can't go deaf. Everyone can see. Nuns don't have ears. Now, where was I? Let's start with poverty. Empty your purse. Poverty makes being poor even worse. Granted, it's not so extreme for a nun. We may not be starving, but still it's not fun.
What do you mean poverty's not fun? You cats and I, we live like we're in Beverly Hills, while mothers do carrier pay all the bills. When you smell the coffee, girl, your life is strange. From an nun's point of view, poverty's great.
What are you talking about? Poverty's great.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can have anything, you just can't own it.
Chastity is where we found our postulants are losing ground. You must be celibate.
You can't screw around, sister!
Obedience is number 3. You cannot question what will be if you have no opinions. Believing is easy. Wait a minute, I think I'm starting to remember who I really am.
It was Gershwin, 1938, and you were in it. Now back to obedience. If pen can make you perfect, then this vow is for you. Every time you disobey, they beat your ass black and blue.
Sister! The confessional's where she belongs. Everything she says is wrong.
Sister's just jealous 'cause I told her so.
Dedication and commitment,
You're so full of
don't finish that one.
no hand and no ticket to fun. Get the hook. Why didn't somebody tell me she had that puppet?
Don't look at me.
Who knew? You knew. I know you knew.
Oh, well, I knew about the puppet. I didn't realize
But there are some plain clothes nuns out there tonight. I hope nobody was offended.
Please don't let this affect your generosity this evening.
Really, we've got to get those girls out of the freezer. I mean, you never know when the health inspector's coming around.
Did I miss something?
Just the boat, dear.
Reverend Mother, we don't have a boat. Sister drove the car.
Amnesia, Reverend Mother was just saying she didn't know when the health inspector might be coming around.
Oh, he came this afternoon.
What do you mean? Oh, he came this afternoon. You were here rehearsing with us all day.
Oh, but he called yesterday.
Oh, Amnesia, why don't you tell me these things?
I
I
forgot.
forgot. Oh, Amnesia, this is just awful. Well, go and phone the convent and see if anything has happened. Oh, this is just terrible. Oh, Lord knows what might have happened. Sister Hubert, I thought I told you to make sure she reported everything right back to me.
Don't try to blame this one on me. You are the one who bought the DVD player. I didn't buy it.
I got the answering machine.
Well, what does it say?
Hello. You have reached the convent of Mount St. Helens School. If you want to,
No, just
Want to leave?
no, just mean it. Go and see if she's all right. Being a mother superior these days it's not easy. I mean, being a leader in these permissive times, well, it's almost impossible. Take Sister Robert Ann, for example. When she joined the convent, they told me she was streetwise. Well, I thought that meant she knew her way around town. This girl knows things you wouldn't see on cable television. Why, just this morning, she came into my office and she tells me she's going to write a book on feminine hygiene for her gym class. You know what she's going to call it? The Catholic Girl's Guide to an Immaculate Conception. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Oh, sometimes I wonder why I became a nun in the first place. I didn't have to, you know. The other sisters don't know this, but I started out to be a tightrope walker. I'm not making this up. My mother and father, they had a high wire act. They were billed as 2 tons on a tightrope. My whole family was a little bit on the hefty side. My father said that if we worked really hard, we could be better than the flying woman does. All of us kids were in the act. Well, all except Mary Claire. She's our sister. She took up with a contortionist. And one night they were trying out some new positions in the... Never mind. I was telling you something else. I was telling you about the act. That's it. Well, we were booked into London, and they strung a wire across the river as a publicity, just a publicity stunt. No net, mind you. Well, 2 tons on a tightrope were up there when suddenly the wire snapped and boom! 2 tons in the Thames. I prayed to the Lord right then and there that if he'd saved them, I would become a nun. How was I supposed to know he was going to come through? I thought they were goners for sure. But as long as he came through on his end of the bargain, I think, well, maybe I should come through on mine, so here I am. But you want to know something? Now that I'm here, I wouldn't have it any other way. Still, I gotta tell you something. I see the spotlight, and though it's not right, I simply can't resist its call. For some nuns it's bingo at the parish hall. Turn up the spotlight, and I have a ball. I lose my head then, I know I'm dead when I start to hear that laughter grow. Please forgive me, 'cause don't you know this is much more fun than B-I-N-G. Oh, oh, oh. I love this part. Turn off the spotlight, 'cause when I got light, I'm a level full of fun. I'm your right hand, no mistake, and no, oh, baby. I'm your right hand, mother, there isn't any other. Your right hand, mother, superior none. Oh, yeah.
Well, you're turning out to be a regular Sophie Tucker.
Was she a mother superior too?
Not quite, dear.
Oh,
What?
lilacs!
All right.
Lilacs!
Oh, how beautiful. Where did they come from?
There's a card.
Whew. They're from the mortuary, thanking us for the extra business.
Wasn't that sweet of you?
Sure bring back memories. Every time I smell lilacs, I remember my first romance. I was putting on a ballet in my backyard when I fell in
all the fuss is about? Rush. Must be for people in a hurry. I guess you take a teaspoonful after every meal. No, it says right here, remove cap, allow to stand, aroma will develop. Huh. What kind of aroma, I wonder? Oh! Oh! Good Lord! That smells awful! What would anybody want with this stuff? Oh, it smells just awful! Oh! R-U-S? Is it warm in here? I'm just awfully warm all of a sudden. It's just terribly warm. Maybe, I think it's well, I don't know what the girls are doing with this back there, but it smells just awful. It can't be good for you. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alrighty then, in just a few minutes. More. Shortly. We'll get back to Nunsense. Flash nun! Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Nun! Oh, what show is this anyway? All right! I've never felt better in my life. Have you got strength? Of course you have, your musicians. Have you tried this? Oh, it's marvelous. I'm going to take some back to the convent with me. I might even take a few of you back with me, too. Woo! Alrighty then. Let's all sit back and watch a couple of butch nuns dance. Oh, did I say that? Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Come in. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Ooh. I've got to go and drive Miss Daisy down to the Piggly Wiggly. It's a miracle. Somebody get me a donkey and get me to the manger. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good. I'm stuck. Okay. No, I'm really stuck. I don't know if you rush up at once and try to help me out of this. Never mind. I'll do it myself. Bet you don't think I can, do ya? Well, I can. Just like the little red hand, I'm gonna do it. Woo! Woo! Who am I? I'm Shelley Winters in the Poseidon Adventure! Everybody into the pool! Oh! Free Willy! Free Willy! God, it's hot here! Oh!
Reverend Mother!
Oh! Sister Hubert, I've fallen and I can't get up!
Turn off that spotlight!
Oh, no, I'm not quite...
Oh, yes, you are!
Oh, look!
She's stoned!
What's your daughter?
Hey, what's going on?
Reverend Mother, I could have told her that stuff makes you fly.
You're gonna fry.
Hey, now, I didn't tell her to use it.
Put on these shoes, come on, all of it. There's been a slight change in what the announcement is.
But I thought we planned this song for her, too.
Well, we did, but it's not. We got to do it now. If ever you are tempted to transgress, remember this. An idle mind is where the devil works. So in my analysis, if busy hands are happy hands, then dancing feet are bliss. So, dance.